Well, as Kim was saying earlier, the staging, here's one of Claude Coates's set designs for pirates, and I think we have another famous staging scene here, another shot that we should go to next, which is one of Mark's, probably one of the most famous scenes in the attraction, and it always gets a laugh. Well, maybe not, but that's the dunking scene, of course, and that goes back to what Harry was saying earlier about the miniatures. But the next shot, I believe, is one of the most famous scenes in the attraction. We'll all recognize this. We all recognize him. Now, would all of you, this is a question to all of you, would you agree with virtually all Disney fans that Pirates is probably the greatest Disney theme park attraction of all time? Would you agree with that? I agree. I addressed all the panels. What do you think Walt brought to this attraction? Was it his storytelling ability? Is it just his talent as an editor? What did Walt bring to this attraction?
His enthusiasm, I think, was caught by everybody. And if he didn't have that enthusiasm, we'd have to find it somewhere else. No matter how creative he might be as artists. But he believed in what he was doing, and by George, we did too.
Also, he knew what the public wanted. He had the ability to look at a number of different ideas and always pick out the right one for the general public. And I don't care whether you were extremely wealthy or extremely poor, it appealed to you. And that was an ability that he had that I've known no other have. You know, he loved to have a lot of different, when he'd ask you to do something, he'd like to have you have a lot of ideas to look at and choose from. And Mark was telling me one day this young man who had just started came to Walt and he had one drawing and he wanted to know what Walt thought of the idea. And Walt looked at him and smiled and he said, "It's very difficult to choose between one."
Well, you know, we started the presentation talking about Walt and Pirates, of course, so I think it's appropriate that we kind of end this portion of the presentation with another clip of Walt, so let's take a look.
That is absolutely fantastic.
Well, it's only part of it. You got a big climatic scene.
But how could you top it?
Well, we set the place on fire. We have our audience trapped down in this flaming city.
Now how can they get out then?
Well, now you got into this mess by going down a waterfall. Now, how would you suppose we get them out of there?
By going up the waterfall?
That's right. Anything's possible in Disneyland.
Anything is possible at Disneyland, like this special evening. So before we shut off, shipmates, I want to thank you for joining us for this very special retrospective of Walt Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, for the rest of our crew, we don't want you to forget that you have a special cruise awaiting you tonight. And you're all official pirates now, so we hope to see you there. The queue will open at 10 o'clock, and we'll be visiting our pirate friends by 11. Now, speaking of those pirates from earlier tonight, I wonder where they ran off to. I hope they found the treasure.
Did I do well? I think you did.
Thank you.
In fact, I think you're now a friend of the skies be filled with fire and spectacle. And don't ye be forgetting, the captain will be looking for ye at 11 o'clock, or he'll put an evil curse on ye.